This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, two major players in the local healthcare sector have come to an agreement that will preserve patient care and access.
Covenant Health and Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield announced that agreement today, saying the terms of the arrangement will allow Anthem members to maintain access to in-network care at St. Joseph Healthcare in Bangor and all Covenant facilities and providers in Maine, including Bangor Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. Covenant Health also has facilities in Lewiston and Biddeford.
Well, back in the day, Bangor International Airport used to be called Dow Air Force Base, and it was home to nearly 5,000 service members and their families. Built around the time of World War II, the Alert Building on the base served as a bunker that housed military pilots and was also used as a rapid response facility in the event of a national security threat. Now that building is slated to be torn down. The demolition project will be completed with the help of a $900,000 grant from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. The Alert Building hasn't been used since the 1960s.
It's turned into a place for wildlife, which is not good to have on an airfield. We do our best to mitigate wildlife on the airfield without harming them. We work with the USDA, but this is really a site that the FAA has deemed a wildlife hazard.
Well, the work to remove the bunker will begin this October. The hope is to use the land it is on for potential freight and warehouse needs.
After one of the rainiest Junes in recent years, campgrounds across the state are seeing higher cancellation numbers. Our Grace Blanchard visited a campground in Trenton to see how they're handling the impacts of this rainy season.
The recent weather has been causing cancellations at campgrounds all across the state, and that's no different here at Wild Acadia.
We've definitely seen some cancellations. I think we're also, again, not getting when the weather's not great, we're not getting the more last-minute bookings, the people who like to wait and see what the weather is.
The campground and fun park offer lots of outdoor attractions, but the owners say the recent rain did impact their numbers this past holiday week.
This week over the 4th, we were not 100% booked, and I think we would have been if it was a really nice weather leading up to it.
And campers are still feeling a little on edge looking towards the future forecast.
The idea of rain is really, I hope it doesn't happen because we still haven't made it to Acadia, the national park.
And staff say the rain is not the only factor for the slow start.
People have, as far as down in Bar Harbor, I feel like a lot of people are traveling internationally instead of domestically. So I think as far as campground and stuff like that, I feel like we are starting to see those lower numbers in the beginning of the season.
But despite the slow start, they say the rest of the season does look more hopeful.
I'd say the season looks very promising. We need to have good weather for sure, and this is certainly a beautiful day. We're loving this, but the 10-day forecast isn't looking fantastic right now, but I'm hopeful that we're going to have a good weather pattern shift and things will start looking up.
In Trenton, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Certainly envious of anyone who was on those water slides today. Well, following the city's fireworks show last night, some people took to the Bangor 4th of July celebration Facebook page to voice their disappointment in the event. Those frustrated with the display cited the lack of visibility, saying that the fireworks should have been set off over the waterfront or Main Savings Amphitheater. Others say they were misled as to where the fireworks would actually be fired from. In a statement from the Greater Bangor Area 4th of July Committee, they apologized for the visibility challenges, saying they were forced to relocate to Bass Park because of circumstances beyond their control. We reached out to the committee's president, Tony Bernacci, for an interview, but he declined. The organization says anyone interested in donating or becoming part of the Bangor 4th of July Committee should visit bangor4th.org for more details.
And as people head to water parks and pools this summer, experts shared important swimming safety tips you should keep in mind. Our David Ledford spoke with instructors about what to do before you dive into your next adventure.
Learn how to swim is the biggest, most important thing. As soon as children are able, you want to help them learn how to swim.
With summer in full swing, Mainers are making a splash at pools and lakes across the state. However, swimming unprepared can be dangerous. The CDC says drowning deaths tend to spike in the summer. And instructors are issuing an important reminder to never swim alone.
Always have a buddy or a parent around, and then parents always keep an eye on your kids.
Even experienced swimmers should ask themselves a few questions before they hit the water.
How far, are you able to go comfortably? Are you out of breath? Are you able to tread water? So treading water is when you stay in one place and you keep your head above water. How long can you do that for?
Whether taking a swim or lounging on the beach, experts also say to watch out for the early warning signs of heat stroke.
The early signs are you start to feel too hot. Your skin gets red. You want to immediately get out of the sun. You can get sick. You can pass out. You want to take care of yourself. Drink plenty of water while you're getting rehydrated.
Instructors shared tips for what to do if you find yourself struggling in the water.
One of the things we teach our kids is when they're tired, when they're swimming, to flip and roll on their backs and do a back float.
Instructors say that inexperienced swimmers should always wear a life jacket. To learn about safe swimming and more, go to redcross.org or visit the Bangor YMCA. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, that was certainly the place you wanted to be today.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is for sure.
It was really, really warm out there, and the humidity's still sticking around, too.
Yeah, it made the air really, really thick and uncomfortable. But we are grateful for some sunshine because we've certainly seen plenty of wet weather lately. And with a little bit more on what we can expect in the coming hours, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. Our first weather today is brought to you by Webb's RV. Check out the spring and summer specials on RVs and campers. Don't forget, we have the sharpest pencil in town. All right, folks, we did it. Close to 90 degrees out there today. Well, a little bit cooler by the coast. Of course, that water is keeping things just a tad bit cooler, but still, it really felt like a beach day out there today where temperatures really, really warmed back up. We really needed this, especially with these cooler temperatures we've been having the last several weeks. Other than that, though, a few passing clouds, a couple of showers, some isolated thunderstorms. It looks like just east of town. Now it's closer to the coast at the moment. Things will be improving, folks, as visibilities look pretty good all over the area. We're looking at 10 miles by the coast, Bar Harbor, Rockland, into here by Bangor. And then take a look at this, though. We are looking at moderate air quality, though, so not the best. Here in town, though, we are in the clear, we are in the green, so we are good to go, but things aren't as good in the southern part of the state. Later on today, though, folks, we're looking at temperatures continuing to cool back off, and we'll see overnight lows hovering well above average in those mid-60s. Beth and Peter?
So a bit of a toasty overnight as well.
Yeah, definitely one of those nights you want to maybe keep that AC running.
Yeah, or at least a fan.
Yeah, that too.
Alrighty, well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, a Chattanooga man has been traveling the country with the goal of selling 50 of his custom-made shirts in all 50 states. Our Doug Banks caught up with him in Bangor.
And the Holden Police Department has partnered with the Eastern Area Agency on Aging to help get food and other essentials to seniors. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 comes right back.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Should I be selling right now? I gotta get a bigger place.
What's my house worth?
What do you think?
What's my house really worth?
How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
You have questions. We can take the guesswork out of that. Contact a RE/MAX collaborative agent today. We service all of Maine.
For Great Toyota offers not seen on TV. You could type buyatoyota.com into your browser, or you could simply scan this QR code and give your fingers a break. Buyatoyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals. Toyota, let's go places.
Trident Medical is hosting a free faith-based, non-denominational Kids Day Camp August 5th from 2 to 8 p.m. 447 Main Road, Carmel. Experienced camp counselors, crafts, face painting, games, and food will be provided. Pre-registration is required.
Make your waterfront even more fun and more functional than it already is with a ShoreMaster premium dock system from Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond is the country's largest stocking ShoreMaster dealer, with standing docks, rolling docks, floating docks, and boat lists for any watercraft. ShoreMaster's nearly limitless customization options make it easy to create the perfect dock system for your needs. Take your shoreline to the next level with ShoreMaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America.
One nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
These local businesses would like to wish you a happy Independence Day, along with safe and fun celebrations all summer long.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. 3 UMaine seniors got to put their construction-related technology project to the test on Maine TV, and you can see their debut tomorrow. Maine Public's Greenlight Maine is a show where local people pitch business ideas to panels of judges to try and win funding, and their college edition will feature 3 hardworking UMaine students. Alex Mayer, Dylan Dunton, and Jacob Wild created the app startup My Pocket Workshop. The app aims to aid engineers, woodworkers, metalsmiths, and hobbyists in finding local supplies and instructions for their projects.
The idea is that we'd be placing the power of design that so far only manufacturers hold into the hands of your average hobbyist.
The 3 students visited UMaine's Foster Center for Innovation to present the business idea. You can watch their pitch on Greenlight Maine tomorrow, July 6th at 8:30 p.m. on Maine Public Television. Best of luck to them.
Meanwhile, a man from Chattanooga, Tennessee is making his way across the country selling his custom-made T-shirts. Some of the states he's been to are Florida, Virginia, Maryland, and now he's in Maine. Doug Banks tells us more about what inspired his cross-country journey.
Just spread the idea of self-investment. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about inspiring people to do this right here. Invest in themselves.
Zach Riddle is a 25-year-old artist who's on a mission to sell 50 T-shirts in 50 states for $50 a piece. And he doesn't leave the state he's in until all 50 T-shirts are sold. He started a few months ago in his home state of Tennessee and has made his way up the East Coast in his Honda CR-V, crashing on friends' couches or sleeping in his own car. This past week he found himself in Maine, and so far he has visited Portland, Bar Harbor, and now Bangor.
This is the first day out here selling here in Bangor, so I'm excited to meet the people out here as well and just continue to, spread good vibes.
The money made selling shirts goes towards funding his trip across the country and towards the small businesses he partners with to print his custom shirts. In Maine, he partnered with NLC Inc. in Fairfield. He says his goal is to push himself, not only as an artist and entrepreneur, but as a person.
There are people out there in the world that want to support you. It is up to you to go find them. They're not necessarily going to find you, but if you go put yourself out there into the world, you put positivity out into the world, positivity will find a way back to you.
In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And for more on Zach and his journey, you can click the link on this story, on our website, foxbangor.com.
Well, the town of Holden and its police department teamed up with the Eastern Area Agency on Aging to provide some seniors with much-needed food Wednesday morning. Participants showed up to the police department where they were given a box of food. Attendees could also request pet essentials like dog food and cat litter. Holden Police Chief Eddie Benjamin says efforts like this remind everyone about the importance of helping those who need it most.
It's a good opportunity for us to interact with people
and see a little smile on their face. And it's very important for us to be, as I said, engaged with the community.
Chief Benjamin says this service is available the first Monday of every month. Older adults interested in taking part should call the Holden Town office. That number 843-5151 for more information. And the kindness in Holden just keeps on going.
It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. Jordan's Way held a fundraiser for the Bangor Humane Society, and you might see some familiar faces there.
Oh, indeed. And in sports, we hear from former Bangor native George Shea about his journey with Major League eating. That story right after the break.
During Renewal by Andersen's 4th of July sale, get incredible savings on the most trusted family of window and patio door brands in America. Call for your free window diagnosis and begin your Renewal by Andersen signature service experience. A unique start-to-finish home improvement solution, skillfully guided by Renewal by Andersen professionals. Our 4th of July sale is going on right now, but it won't last. Act now, because these incredible 4th of July savings on our exclusive composite fabrics material windows end soon. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Finding the right vehicle for you and your family can be a daunting task. At Varney Buick GMC, our expert staff is here to make the journey as painless as possible. Our goal is to get you and your family in a vehicle that will best fit into your lifestyle. Communication is key, and our team makes sure to be completely transparent throughout the process, informing you on all of your options. Come experience Varney value, only at Varney Buick GMC.
For over 25 years, Maine Collision Center has been your main source for collision repair. Take a look at the following and you'll see why Maine Collision Center brings their team of collision repair specialists to guarantee the right person for the right repair job every time. The result, vehicles restored to their beauty and dependability without the weights and hassles. Owner Sean Sullivan invites you to see his spacious new facility on Target Industrial Circle and see why Maine Collision Center should be your choice for collision repair.
ABC 7, Fox 22, Healing Hands Massage, and Gas Medical want to send you to see Big Time Rush live in concert on their Can't Get Enough tour with special guests Max and Jax Tuesday, July 11th at the Main Savings Amphitheater in Bangor. Sign up to win tickets by registering at Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services for our clients, and Gas Medical, 411 Main Street, Bangor, a full-service gas station and medical dispensary. Win tickets to see Big Time Rush July 11th on the Bangor waterfront.
Some things are worth waiting for. Something reliable, something loyal, something long-lasting. A 6-year warranty? Coyote's got that. One machine for all the dirty work? Count on Coyote. Coyote won't break your heart, and Whittemore & Sons got the deals that won't break the bank. So quit swiping and settling for less. Slide into Whittemore & Sons and be treated like family by a family who cares. 257 Waterville Road, Skowhegan.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Happy 5th of July. The 4th of July brings plenty of annual traditions. There's cookouts, fireworks, parades. Down in Brooklyn, New York, the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest. But the biggest event in competitive eating used to be not so big, and the same with competitive eating itself.
On Tuesday, over 25,000 fans showed up in the rain at Coney Island to watch Joey Chestnut claim his record 16th mustard belt. But the annual Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Competition hasn't always been what it is now.
The Nathan's contest was very, very small. When I first did it, there were 2 cameras and probably 10, 20 people, and you were trying to get someone to eat.
Since 1991, there have been a few constants on the 4th of July: hot dogs, fireworks, and George Shea on the mic.
They say the competitive eating is the battleground upon which
Shea, who graduated from Bangor High School in 1982, and his younger brother Richard have completely transformed competitive eating.
There was no such thing as competitive eating, right? I mean, we didn't even buy the URL competitive eating because no one used it except for us. And then we built it up and it just became more and more popular.
Centered around the Nathan's contest, the Shea brothers founded the International Federation of Competitive Eating in 1997. And shortly after, Major League eating. But they didn't start the process with money on their mind.
I just thought it was funny. So I did a lot more effort. There was no money coming in from that, right? Like we got no more money. We realized that people were responding very positively to it. There was more there. Like the more you did, the more response you got.
Shortly after taking over the reins, they were blessed in 2001 with the presence of global phenom Takeru Kobayashi. But he was just scratching the surface.
Sort of documentaries and a lot of coverage in the 90s. But then Kobayashi came in 2001 and really pushed up the publicity that much more. And so we realized that there was this room for this kind of heroic figure.
Now, Major League Eating has some real star power with one of the biggest names in sports.
I speak of this man.
As a result, really, of his efforts and winning 16 times and being like just bigger than life, you can't walk down the street with him now, right? You can't. Everybody's stopping him for a selfie, and it's like, "Oh, Joey, I'll see you. You get there when you get there. I'm gonna go on."
But no matter how far removed they are and how big Major League Eating gets, the Shea brothers still remember their days in Bangor quite fondly.
I look back on that time with enormous fondness because we really had a lot of fun.
Really cool story then. Really cool to see how that sport has kind of grown. Let's go to some basketball now. A big game this morning for Maine United, taking on the Knight Riders Elite, home to the Boozer Twins and the top-ranked recruit from the class of 2025. According to ESPN, and the squad from Maine was dominant. Cooper and Ace Flagg combined for 23 points. Cooper had 21, 10 boards, and 7 assists, 22 and 11 for Ace. And a really efficient day from the field, too. Bangor's Landon Clark with 19 points. He sunk 5 threes, and a 39-point second half led the boys to victory in this one. A huge victory as they move on in this year's Peach Jam with that win. Wishing them luck the rest of the way. That is all the time we have for sports, though. Here is Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much, Tyler. Our main weather is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studios in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. All right, we made it. Look how hot it is. Finally, that warm air continued to move east, and we got in on temperatures close to 90 degrees. And even New York City hit 90 earlier today. Our average high should be at around 80 degrees, but look at this. We're going to see well above average temperatures once again into tomorrow, and then we're slowly cooling back off by the weekend. Then once again by next week, we're looking at much cooler temperatures back slightly below average in those mid-70s out there. Of course, there's beautiful weather out there today into tomorrow. I would recommend going on the water, maybe enjoying some of your time with water temperatures in those upper 60s, so pretty good swimming weather, I'd say just offshore. Wind-wise, though, not too bad here in town. We do have a light 3-mile-an-hour breeze. Same story in Millinocket, and look by the coast. Bar Harbor, Rockland, we're looking at a solid 5 to 10 mile per hour sustained wind, so wind gusts are closer to 15, maybe 20 in some spots, especially closer to Rockland. Still not too bad with temperatures at around 90 degrees. Other than that, just east of town, we're looking at a couple of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two. This will continue to clear up, but as of right now, we still got this band right about here and by the coast as well. We're looking at a couple of showers and thunderstorms there. But still a pretty active pattern going on right now in the northeast. We got a couple of pop-up showers in PA, and then going west, we're looking at even some stronger storms starting to develop right about there where that cold front's at, just ahead of that cold front, where some of these storms will be pretty strong into central Illinois. For us, though, pretty good-looking day, pretty good-looking night, and pretty good-looking day tomorrow as well. We will have a few passing clouds. Other than that, we will be clear. Most of this showing up on the radar is virga precipitation, not quite reaching the ground, so nothing to worry about here the next couple of days. Speaking of rain, but take a look at these dew points, very, very high up there. It feels sticky outside, and not much improvements. It will start to decrease slightly by the afternoon hours on Friday into Saturday, but still, it will definitely feel muggy outside, so get ready and prepare for that. Tonight, though, we're looking at mid-60s outside, decreasing clouds finally, right? And we're looking at areas of dense fog that will be in the area. Tomorrow, it will be hot, folks, so get ready, get that sunscreen prepared. We're looking at temperatures close to 90 degrees under a partly cloudy sky. And then our extended outlook does show a good amount of rain. Pretty much back in the forecast, not the next couple of days, but we're looking at Saturday, Sunday, and then back in the forecast by Monday. Beth and Peter?
So tomorrow, definitely a day to exercise a little caution,
Yeah.
especially with your pets outside, how long they should be outside, hot sidewalks,
Right.
all the things, and then also checking on elderly neighbors, too. Tomorrow could be a little rough.
Right, and
Yeah.
it's always important to, consider yourself at the end of the day, too. We
Sure.
talked about it earlier in the show, the signs of heat stroke, being
Yep.
aware of that. And so, yeah, just keeping an eye on yourself and those around you.
Yeah, if you've got a baby pool, hop in it.
Exactly.
All right, well, there is still more to come. Stay with us.
Established in 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful gifts for almost 100 years. Whatever the occasion, our premium collection of colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets have warmed hearts for generations. We strongly support the Buy Local movement, purchasing directly from local farms and growers, and we are committed to the preservation of our environment. Bangor Floral, located at 332 Harlow Street. Stop in today to experience a flower shop like no other.
Experience the ultimate outdoor living with Granville Stone and Hearth. Our high-quality grills and outdoor living products will take your backyard to the next level. Scan the QR code on your screen to explore our wide selection of grills and outdoor living accessories. From classic charcoal to state-of-the-art gas grills, we have everything you need to entertain guests in style. Create unforgettable moments with family and friends. Start your outdoor living journey today with Granville Stone and Hearth.
Do you want to improve or upgrade your home? Well, At Home Furniture, Appliance, and Bedding in Lincoln and Dover Foxcroft has got you covered. We pride ourselves in the relationships we build with every customer, from commercial businesses to homeowners. We have some of the best prices on the best brands of appliances, furniture, and mattresses, and we even offer full kitchen and bath remodels with a designer and installers on staff. So stop in today and check us out at one of our locations and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Toyota offers not seen on TV, you could type buyatoyota.com into your browser, or you could simply scan this QR code and give your fingers a break. Buyatoyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals. Toyota, let's go places.
With so much at stake, so much on the line, more Americans turn here than any other newscast. ABC News World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 most watched newscast across all of television.
Welcome back. Over in Machias, the Daughters of the American Revolution are inviting people to tour a historic building which offers a glimpse of what life was like back in the 1700s. The Hannah Weston chapter of the DAR opened the Burnham Tavern Museum for the season on Wednesday. The tavern is most notable for its role as a makeshift hospital for British soldiers after the Battle of Machias, also known as the Battle of the Margaretta, back in 1775. The DAR is currently looking for anyone that may be interested in volunteering as a tour guide for the historic landmark.
We have our members volunteer as docents through the summer, and we're really having trouble finding enough members as we get older to do the doceting, so it's hard to keep it open. And we are looking to have volunteers help us with that.
If you'd like to learn more, you can reach out through Burnham Tavern Museum's website. That's burnhamtavern.com.
Well, our Craig Colson spent some time in the doghouse today, not because he offended his co-anchor Emma Smith, but it was all for a good cause, in fact, to raise money for the Bangor Humane Society. Jordan's Way, a nonprofit dedicated to raising money for animal shelters across the nation, is on a tour visiting 300 different shelters. Chris Rotunda, a Floridian bodybuilder and entrepreneur, is the CEO of Jordan's Way. Rotunda held a 3-hour-long Facebook Live encouraging those in the community to donate. There was our Craig right there. The Humane Society's executive director, Susan Prendergast, shared her gratitude for the theatrical fundraiser.
This is great. I can't believe how many people are donating so early on, and we need all the help we can get. We're full of animals that need homes.
Our thanks to Craig for getting in there for a good cause. Several challenges and games took place during the live event, by the way. Volunteer teams were locked in dog kennels. Pets received treats at donation milestones, and volunteers got some pies in the face to encourage donations. So, Ms. Ravenscraft, thank you so much. Well, if you missed your chance to donate during the live fundraiser, you can visit Bangor Humane Society's Facebook page or donations.bangorhumane.org. My goodness, a lot of good sports right there. But of course, Craig right in there helping the animals.
Great to see that, and just great to see everyone having a fun time, you know, in a confined space, but for a good cause.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, looks like honestly it was a blast.
Good times.
Yeah, and hopefully it raised a lot of money.
Here's hoping. All right, well, that's going to do it for us, folks. From everyone here at ABC7, take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.